Cobra has new fancy stuff out that has to do with a lot of these guys. And we are going to talk about what the new Cobra Adapt, DS Adapt driver line is all about. We're joined by Captain Ballspeed. We're going to start off with the Cobra Darkspeed Adapt X driver. Now this is going to be effectively the baseline model for this driver. Good stuff going on here, right? Cobra is introducing a lot of new tech.
Including a hosel.
Including the hosel, which we'll talk about, right?
That'll be its own video, but yes.
Yeah, but the main thing about this is a story of aerodynamics meets a story of just really impressive ball speed and forgiveness and spin consistency and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Everything about this driver is just built to optimize essentially the golfer as much as they can, right? We're going to do a quick overview of the Darkspeed Adapt X head right now. And there's going to be more reviews, kind of all stuff down the road. But let's start off, Ian. Let's see what you got, man.
Looks like an Aerojet.
That's a good look.
It's a great one.
It's a great
Looks like
look.
A rocket.
Yes. These all look very, very fast.
Should we just rocket it?
I think we just step up and hit hard. Now these aren't like super properly fit for Ian. We do have stuff that's pretty good for him though on paper, trying to keep it all equivalent. We've got a Ventus Velocore Black 6X out here for him.
Yeah. Give me one warm up shot.
You get a warm up per club head, you know.
Feels good off the face though.
Mm-hmm. Got a chance to kind of spend some time with one of these a little earlier, and the look and feel and just early, performance, I'll say, quite impressive.
Like
right? That is a textbook driver. That is really good.
That was heeled too, I think, a little bit.
Little Healy? Let's see.
I'm right once every blue moon. Hey!
Hey, this is 2 in 2 years. We are killing it.
We're getting better, folks.
Ian might actually be able to feel stuff, guys. Crazy, I know. So this being the standard model, right? What we're going to see is good ball speed, pretty good forgiveness across the face. On this one, correct me if I am wrong, but I believe you have weight in the front and weight in the back, right?
Weight in the front, weight in the back.
Yep, so we can kind of adjust and optimize flight and launch with that.
Yep.
One of the things you'll see is with 4 models here, they really took a dive into trying to customize and optimize this club for kind of all types of golfers out there.
Yep.
There's a draw bias one, there's a low spin one, and then there's a new one that they call the Max K, which is pretty cool. We'll talk about that one when we get there.
I probably need the heavy weight in the front.
I could see you being a front weight guy.
Yeah.
So we really like Cobra drivers for you generally.
I love your Cobra driver.
These do pretty well for you.
I mean,
in fact, I believe, and little foreshadowing. That was very good. Little foreshadowing. There might be another driver bracket this year.
There could be. There's a lot of good ones coming out.
A lot of good stuff. We'll see. But in our last driver bracket, I want to say, didn't Cobra come in second place?
Yeah.
I think it did, right?
Aerojet.
So we'll see what happens. But
I went after that one.
Early kind of, scores on the door, let's say.
This is a hot drive.
That's really good. We like when Ian is mid 120s, like he was there, club speed, and ball speed gets above 182. If ball speed sits at 182 plus, typically that means you can get him out there.
That's far.
That's really good.
All right, what's the next one?
So I think the next one, and probably the second most common one, or at least the one that you guys are most familiar with, is probably the Max D head.
Okay.
So with the DS Adapt Max D head, you're going to be getting your kind of draw bias, right? So there's going to be, I don't know if you guys, can they see this from here or not really?
I'll put it up in the front.
Okay. So Ian will show you in a second. There's going to be a weight port kind of in the heel on this one, right? You're going to get a little bit of a bigger footprint. You're going to get all that stuff that just makes this driver look like it's going to be pretty decent for you.
Anti-slicey?
Yes. Now, thing to be said, that doesn't mean it's crazy hooky.
Yeah.
Right?
So there's one weight there. Instead of the 2 weights, they just have the 1 weight.
Yep, so you have one in the heel. I believe, I want to say a 10-gram one is going to be your quote-unquote stock in this guy.
Yeah. Oh, it smells closed.
It smells a touch closed, but better than most.
All right, you switched it. Yep, just a little left.
But I've put other draw bias drivers in your hand, and they have ended up in like the reeds.
Oh, they'd be left or right.
Yeah, left to right, exactly. So again, it's not like a super hook bias driver, but what it is something that's going to allow you, basically, if you need help getting that face to close a little bit, right, you'll still be okay. Because you are different than most. You know this.
It goes a little higher.
You want to talk? Can you?
No, yeah, it goes a little higher. That one went a little too high on me.
With this one, you're going to get a little bit more spin.
It's a 10.5, that's why.
It's going to go a little bit higher. But again, those are things that are going to help maintain a little bit more stable ball flight for a guy who kind of can't control the face very well.
Especially if they slice it. Like, I'm going to be honest, I tried to slice that to Twinsburg. And I still drew it a little.
Ended up left side of the fairway.
Yeah, but they're all right next to each other.
And you haven't lost much in ball speed.
No.
That's one of the things that's really impressive about this. So there's kind of a silly saying out there that, you know, more forgiving stuff typically doesn't produce the same amount of speed. Now, we know that from an aerodynamics perspective, you're going to lose a touch, right? You're about a mile an hour, maybe too slow compared to where you normally would be.
I don't know, 126 is pretty good.
Well, yeah, but your last one was 124, right? Ball speed's still up though.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the important part. A little spinny on that one, obviously. You hit it really well, but you're still 310 out there.
But here's funny, I tried to slice that.
Well, you did slice it.
Can you give me the
About 10 yards left.
Can you give me the club path real quick?
Real quick, we'll look at what the club
Please.
path will say.
Okay,
club
-2.
path, well, your club path was 2 left, but your face was 1 open.
Yeah.
So for all intents and purposes, there's
That's me
a face
trying
to
to
path there
slice.
is pretty good.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to slice this. Like I can't not slice this thing.
It's a good club, man. They always do well in this category.
Do you know what I mean? Like that was
184 ball speed in a garbage golf swing.
What was the path though?
Horrible.
That's the point. I'm trying to slice it.
So your path was 6 left. Your face to path was 2 open.
So this thing doesn't go right. That's what we're learning.
Yeah. It won't go right on you, but at the same time, it's not going to like hook off the planet on you, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of in that window of let's try to help you hit the ball kind of straight kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good dispersion for me with the driver with a draw set.
With some of those swings that I saw, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, that was pretty good.
All right.
Okay, LS is next.
Ooh, maybe my new favorite.
This one's got potential, man.
Yeah.
Like X is good. I could see you very easily going into X. I'm excited to see what we could do with LS. Maybe we add a little more loft. Maybe we, do something. I don't know yet, but this could be interesting. So same shaft.
Same shaft.
Ventus Black 6X. We're going to keep it in the A1 setting to start, which is a new setting for Cobra again.
10.5.
We'll be going over that shortly.
Yes, the next video is going to be me being pseudo fit into this LS using the Sure Fit, or what do they call it?
Future Fit 33 hosel.
Future Fit 33 hosel.
A lot of stuff going on.
How many combinations?
33 to the naked eye.
Oh.
There's a lot.
Okay. Ooh.
Looks great, doesn't it?
Great. It's a little taller.
A little taller, a little more compact. This just looks really good. This is like classic meets modern tech, just old school pear shape meets a jet engine.
I just missed it.
Yeah, you caught it a little high in the face.
But still, that's a good miss. Okay.
Hey. Your miss went 310 at 171. I know a lot of people aren't going to understand how absurd that is. That's absurd.
That's great, right?
I want to see what happens when you hit one.
Oh, okay. How long you got?
Yeah, about 10 minutes. We're getting there.
You only needed 10 seconds. I hit that pretty good. A little toey.
This is going to be one of those ones where we could probably achieve some pretty absurd launch condition with this.
Well, the fact that this is a 10.5 head and I've only hit that 105 feet in the air. I'm liking this thing.
High launch, 180 ball speed. That's going to be a relatively low spin. And that's a really good drive.
Yay.
Pretty solid.
I'm still towing it a little bit.
It's okay, because like I said, the shape on this is much smaller, right?
Yeah.
Even smaller compared to the LST you're used to hitting.
But my God, it feels good off the face.
Nothing feels better.
Oh, that one felt really good off the face.
That might go really far.
There's the ball speed. I actually hit it.
That might go really far.
Go!
There's potential.
Give me carry.
Ooh, a little spinny.
No.
Gotta control
Take it
your
off
face.
normalized.
Control your face.
Take it off normalized.
Just gotta control your face, man.
Oh.
That was a real spin number. Gotta control your face.
All right, I'll do one more, but this is Ian approved all day. Look, that's straight.
It's dead straight. It's really good.
That's 25 yards right and left. It's amazing.
In terms of how we do the bracket challenge, that would be quite tough to beat.
I probably need a 9.
I think you need a 9.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I just need a 9.
Interestingly enough, I'm going to say early scores on the board, let's say, right? I think I could fit you into an X that gets a little bit more out of that.
Probably. But I love the look of this thing.
Everybody who sees it will. It's gorgeous. Like I said, this is that perfect blend of like traditional pear shape meets hypercar.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know how else to describe it. This is awesome.
Look, I think this one has very good opportunity.
Here's the other thing that's quite interesting about this one for you. Where'd 190 come from?
Oh, sorry, I got angry.
I might put you in a slightly softer, like tipped shaft than this.
Yeah.
For this one, yeah. Because that just gives that bottom just a little bit better chance to load for you.
Yeah.
Right? With such a deep face, again, just got to
I'm losing a little bit from the shaft.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Just a little bit.
That's honestly what I thought.
So it's not bad.
No.
Now, let's try the next one, though. Because the next one's an interesting one.
New one for this year, correct?
New one for this year. This is the Max K. This is what Cobra is doing to attempt to go at everyone who's making these really forgiving golf clubs.
Yeah.
Right?
So you're telling me I should hit this all over the face?
I'm saying you probably could, right? Basically, this has a very large amount of weight really far away from the face. And when you do that, it's going to put that center of gravity a little bit low and a little bit farther back than normal, right?
Yeah.
And we've kind of seen this in the past, and what this typically does is this typically allows you to be a little more liberal with the strike. But this one's interesting because, for example, Trent, right, really likes this one. This is one where he could actually potentially get some really good numbers out of this.
This looks weird.
It's different, right?
It's like a flat face with it's just a big triangle.
Yeah, it's a little different.
So you can say, you're saying I can hit it anywhere.
I'm saying you could be pretty liberal with this.
Let's hit it in the middle.
You don't really have to be afraid of left.
Give me one more to get used to it.
Like I said, this isn't like a draw bias thing or anything, right? So you don't have to try to fight that feeling. Just give it a go. You know, just to start off, just give me some good ones.
It just wants to go right on me. Very strange. One more.
Different. I'd venture to say you're just leaving your face open a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, I know. But
just
the other
let that
drivers,
thing release.
What?
Let that thing release.
Well, that's the weird thing because I didn't have to do it with the other ones.
No. So we could talk a little bit about what shapes and aerodynamics do to how you release the golf club and all that kind of stuff, right? It's from an aerodynamics perspective.
There, let that one go.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
That's literally on the center line. From an aerodynamics perspective, right? When you get that kind of bigger shape and whatnot, right? You know, not as much movement, right?
Yeah.
That's effectively what, when you increase MOI and all that does. You're not going to get as much twisting and movement down there.
I probably need a 10.5 in this though. That's pretty low.
Yeah, a little bit too low. Again, these aren't perfectly fit. These are our demos, first ones we got, so we want to put the video out as soon as we can.
I towed that one purposefully.
Now, if you did that with the X or the Max D, for
That's
example,
going left.
that is off the planet.
That's
Here-
about 10 millimeters to the toe.
Here, you are 2,400 spin, 183 ball speed, 295 carry.
Should I try to heel it?
Yeah.
Oh, don't hit the hosel. I healed it.
Big heel. See, for you, heel's maybe not even like a fair test though, because
No, I heal it all
you're
the
having
time.
a hard time getting you're getting used to getting this thing to close. You know.
Here, give me one more heel one. There. That's a good heel.
Just dead straight.
Yeah. Once I release it and what the club wants to do, it'll go straight. But right on top of the other miss.
This is going to be one where it's going to be really interesting because I venture to say, like, I'm not going to have a hard time putting this into some of your better players' hands too.
Yeah. There, let it release good on that one.
185 ball speed. And
That's great.
Dead straight.
That is great.
This
I
is,
never liked max drivers, but I could.
well, what's interesting about this one is, like, I could see this being for the guy who I kind of just want to let a guy swing hard.
Yeah.
Right? And that's kind of his thing. And just put him in this, set it up for him, and kind of see where we take it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I
So
said,
overall, this line is awesome.
Trent's gotten a chance to do some testing with this one, and Trent's enthused by it.
Anyway, this is the test, though. A
What'd
little
just
right
try
than
to-
where I wanted, but that's kind of right where I wanted.
What'd you try to do?
Oh, hit the low one.
Oh, the low one?
Yeah,
Well,
my
it's
low
low.
block.
But see, here's what's interesting about a guy like you, right?
Yeah.
This isn't to work the ball.
No, not workable?
No, this isn't to work the ball. This is to hit bombs.
I don't know. That's right where I'm aiming.
Well, it's point and shoot, right?
Yeah.
So again, not to try to work the ball left to right to left, anything like that, right? More or less, just kind of point and shoot, click and go. You know,
I like it.
This is going to be a very interesting one, and I am very curious to do a couple tests with other drivers that, you know, have this type of tagline and see what happens.
We'll get
you know?
Captain Center Strike in here with this thing.
Yeah, he likes this one. Like I
Yeah.
said, that'll be a good one for him to test. I don't know if I'd put you in this one, but
I like the LS, but the X is probably the best.
I really like the X on paper for
Yeah.
you, right? Like that's, you know, we do a driver bracket. We'll put probably all three in, but I could see the X getting pretty far in that.
Like, I'm not that much of a low spin guy anymore, or a high spin player with the driver.
No, we've gotten you
So
in
I
a
don't
pretty
need a
neutral
low
window.
LS, but
Yeah. Overall, the whole line, like I said,
Oh, this is
I'm
exciting.
super excited to get people into this club head. And then next, you're going to see kind of why as a fitter. I'm pretty excited about this. So stay
Yeah.
tuned. Check out the next video. But if you guys are interested in the DS Adapt line, come check us out. We got it, right? You know, give it a crack. It's well worth kind of, you know, when you're out looking for a club this year, well worth putting this in the mix because I think this is going to surprise a lot of people. I was a big fan of some of the drivers they've had in the past, and this one kind of makes me excited like that.
Yeah.
This one has a lot of potential, I think. So very good. We'll see where we end up with it. Again, don't be surprised if one of these ends up in a driver bracket doing pretty good. So we'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.